They say a picture is worth 1,000 words, and if that's true, then the Nokia Lumia 1020 must be worth 1,000,000. This legendary smartphone, which hit the market in 2013, revolutionized the world of mobile photography with its 41-megapixel camera and advanced imaging technology. Before the Lumia 1020, no other smartphone could compete with the image quality of a standalone camera, but with the Lumia 1020, users could capture stunning, high-resolution photos and videos right from their pockets. It was truly a game-changer. In this video, we'll take a deep dive into what made the Nokia Lumia 1020 the best camera phone of its time. We'll explore its groundbreaking camera technology, sleek design, and user-friendly interface. We'll also examine how the Lumia 1020 paved the way for modern smartphone cameras and discuss its lasting impact on the world of mobile photography. So sit back, relax, and prepare to discover why the Nokia Lumia 1020 is a true classic in the world of camera phones. The Nokia Lumia 1020 was a revolutionary smartphone that was way ahead of its time. While the device's design and software were impressive in their own right, what truly set it apart was its stunning camera. Featuring a large DSLR-like sensor on the rear, the Lumia 1020 was capable of capturing photos that were far superior to those taken by other smartphones on the market at the time. The camera on the Lumia 1020 boasted an incredible 41-megapixel sensor, which was unheard of for a smartphone in 2013. This allowed users to take stunning, high-resolution photos that were packed with detail and clarity. Additionally, the device featured advanced camera software, including optical image stabilization, manual controls, and the ability to shoot in RAW format. The Lumia 1020's camera also could zoom in on a photo without losing any detail, thanks to its innovative Pure View technology. This meant that users could capture photos from a distance without having to sacrifice quality or clarity. Despite the Lumia 1020's impressive camera, it unfortunately didn't sell as well as Nokia had hoped. However, its legacy has lived on, and the device is still remembered fondly by many photography enthusiasts as one of the most innovative and groundbreaking smartphones of its time. The Lumia 1020 was truly ahead of its time when it came to smartphone photography. Before its release, smartphone cameras were often seen as a mere convenience, with most users relying on dedicated cameras for high-quality images. However, the Lumia 1020 changed that perception completely by offering a camera that was on par with some of the best point-and-shoot cameras at the time. However, the camera on the Lumia 1020 also had optical image stabilization, OIS, which helped to reduce blur by shaky hands or movement. This made it easier to take clear shots, especially in low-light conditions, where longer exposure times were required. The camera also had a xenon flash, which provided a more natural-looking light compared to LED flashes, which tend to produce harsher and more artificial-looking results. The camera app on the Lumia 1020 was also a standout feature. It offered a manual mode, which allowed users to adjust various settings like ISO, shutter speed, and focus manually. This was a feature that was not commonly found in smartphones at the time, and made the Lumia 1020 a favorite among photography enthusiasts. The camera app also had a feature called Nokia Pro Camera, which made it easy to adjust settings on the fly, without having to dig through menus. Another interesting feature of the Lumia 1020's camera was the ability to capture images in RAW format. This meant that users could save the uncompressed, unprocessed data from the camera's sensor, which allowed for more flexibility in editing and post-processing. In fact, the Lumia 1020's camera was so impressive that it was often compared to DSLR cameras. While it couldn't match the image quality of a full-fledged DSLR, the Lumia 1020's camera was certainly closer than any other smartphone camera of its time. The device even had a manual mode that allowed users to adjust settings like shutter speed and ISO, just like on a DSLR camera. The Lumia 1020 also had a unique feature called oversampling, which allowed it to capture images at a high resolution and then combine multiple pixels into one for a final image that was much smaller in size, but retained high detail. This feature made it possible to zoom in on images without losing quality, and it was a feature that other smartphone cameras didn't have at the time. The Nokia Lumia 1020's design was unique in its time, especially considering the bulky camera modules that we see on smartphones today. Instead, the device had a slim and elegant appearance, with the camera sensor almost seamlessly integrated into the rear panel. However, this all changed with the Lumia 1020's launch, which brought a huge circular camera module to the rear of the device. While some critics found it to be unattractive, the module was a necessary addition to house the phone's advanced camera technology. But it wasn't just the camera hardware that was impressive. The Lumia 1020 also featured a camera app with an intuitive user interface, making it easy for anyone to capture stunning photos in manual mode. Even beginners could learn to adjust settings such as shutter speed, ISO, and white balance, and take advantage of the camera's advanced features. Nokia also implemented a few other unique features in the Lumia 1020's camera, such as optical image stabilization and a xenon flash. The OIS system helped to eliminate shaky hands while taking pictures or recording videos, resulting in a much clearer image. The xenon flash, on the other hand, was a welcome change from the LED flashes that were commonplace at the time. Xenon flashes are more powerful and offer a better color balance, resulting in better images in low-light situations. Another interesting feature of the Lumia 1020's camera was its manual controls. This feature was rare in smartphones back then and allowed users to adjust the focus, shutter speed, ISO and white balance to their liking. This was especially useful for those who were serious about photography and wanted more control over their shots. So what was its impact and future influence on smartphones? Well, the Nokia Lumia 1020 may not have been a commercial success, but its impact on the smartphone camera industry was significant. The device paved the way for smartphone cameras with larger megapixel counts, proving that more megapixels could lead to better image quality. The idea of combining multiple megapixels into one for better quality and lossless zoom was quite innovative and popularized by Nokia. Additionally, the camera app's manual mode, which is now commonly known as Pro Mode, was quite ahead of its time. Its user interface design was intuitive and easy to use, allowing even beginners to shoot great pictures in manual mode. Today, a lot of the interface elements in modern smartphone camera apps can still be traced back to the Lumia 1020. The Lumia 1020's innovations in camera technology have influenced the development of smartphone cameras in subsequent years. We now see smartphones arriving with 64 megapixel sensors that output shots in 16 megapixels through pixel binning, which is similar to the pure view technology used in the Lumia 1020. Overall, the Lumia 1020 may not have been a commercial success, but its impact on smartphone camera technology has been long-lasting. Design, specs, and price. In terms of connectivity, the Lumia 1020 featured support for 4G LTE, Bluetooth 3.0 NFC, and Wi-Fi 801.11, ABGN. The device also included a micro USB port for charging and data transfer, as well as a 3.5mm headphone jack. One interesting feature of the Lumia 1020 was its audio recording capabilities. The device was equipped with 4 high-performance microphones that could record up to 140 decibels, which is louder than a jet engine. This made the Lumia 1020 an attractive option for content creators and musicians who needed high-quality audio recording capabilities on the go. Despite its impressive camera capabilities, the Lumia 1020 struggled to gain traction in the smartphone market. One reason for this was the limited app selection on the Windows Phone platform. While the platform did have several popular apps, it lacked the breadth and depth of the app stores offered by iOS and Android. Additionally, the Lumia 1020's high price point made it a tough sell for consumers, especially when compared to other flagship devices from competitors like Samsung and Apple. In the end, the Nokia Lumia 1020 served as a showcase for the company's imaging technology and set a new standard for smartphone cameras. While the device itself may not have been a commercial success, its legacy can be seen in the cameras of modern smartphones, which continue to push the limits of what is possible with mobile photography. One of the drawbacks of the device was its battery life. It was equipped with a non-removable 2000 mAh battery, which wasn't sufficient to keep the device powered for a full day of use. Another issue with the device was its weight. At 158 grams, it was heavier than most other smartphones in its category, which made it less comfortable to hold for extended periods. Despite these drawbacks, the Nokia Lumia 1020 was still a highly regarded device and received positive reviews from tech enthusiasts and critics alike. Its unique camera technology and innovative camera app made it stand out from the crowd and inspired other smartphone manufacturers to improve their camera technology. The Lumia 1020 may not have been a commercial success, but it left a lasting impact on the smartphone industry and set the standard for what smartphone cameras could achieve. The Nokia Lumia 1020 had decent specs for its time. Although it wasn't a powerhouse in terms of performance, it was powered by a Qualcomm Snapdragon S4 Plus processor, which was paired with 2GB of RAM. While it wasn't the latest and greatest chipset back in 2013, it was more than capable of handling most tasks and apps with ease. In terms of storage, the device offered up to 64GB of internal storage, which was quite generous for its time. However, it didn't come with expandable storage options, which was a bit of a downside. Apart from the camera, the Lumia 1020 also had a pretty decent display. It featured a 4.5-inch PureMotion HD Plus AMOLED display, which was quite vibrant and had deep blacks. It also had Gorilla Glass 3 protection on top, which made it quite resistant to scratches and cracks. On the connectivity front, the Lumia 1020 supported 4G LTE, along with the Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, NFC and GPS. It also had a micro USB port for charging and data transfer. It was powered by a 2000 mAh battery, which was decent enough to last a full day with moderate usage. Well, despite its high price at the time, the Lumia 1020 did receive positive reviews for its camera and user interface. It was praised for its bright and vibrant display, smooth performance, and excellent camera capabilities. However, it did face some criticism for its weight and thickness, which made it less comfortable to hold for extended periods. In terms of impact, the Lumia 1020 paved the way for smartphone cameras to prioritize larger sensor sizes and higher megapixel counts for better image quality. It also popularized the use of pixel binning and oversampling techniques, which are now common in modern smartphone cameras. While the Lumia 1020 itself did not achieve significant commercial success, its legacy lives on the way we use and perceive smartphone cameras today. However, while the device had some shortcomings, such as its battery life and weight, there is no denying that the Lumia 1020 was a game changer for smartphone cameras. Even today, it remains a favorite among photography enthusiasts who appreciate its unique blend of power and creativity. So let us raise a toast to the Nokia Lumia 1020, the best smartphone camera from the past. Alright guys, that wraps up our video for today. If you enjoyed watching this, please give us a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button for more.